Okay, what they did was they limbed it from the bottom up. Now, from my understanding, they're going to lay the tree down. If you look at that, once was a small lean-to, which we were going to take it down, they helped us out. They got it tore down for us. But it's been all day, guys. But yeah, for the safety, I understand why they went and they limbed it bottom up. And just like that, whew, that tree is down, y'all. It took, they started about 9. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And now we're at the stove for this recipe. But I'm going to tell you what, I had to endure this by myself. And a lot of you know, there's not much that I'm fearful of, okay? Pretty much nothing, with the exception of a tree coming down. I just thought it made me a little uncomfortable. No, y'all, I had like, I don't know, 14 panic attacks. 14 cups of coffee. I was like, Lord. But as they were proceeding, I kind of grasped what they were doing because I was like, wonder why they're cut. It didn't connect. And then he kept going up. I was like, that was smart. He limbed it. And I was like, oh, that rope's up there. That means it's coming down at one time. And y'all got to see that. I can't believe I held the phone because honestly, before I got it angled, I was doing this. I was swaying with the tree. I ain't lying with you. And I was tucked up under here, underneath the porch, or the makeshift porch, should I say. But tree is down. We got a mess on our hands, but that's okay. Safety first. We'll deal with the mess as it comes. But I told you guys yesterday that I had that little rat in the head, that little wheel going, because me and the girls was talking. And y'all know how I love egg rolls. The whole family does. And a lot of times people think, well, an egg roll would lean towards Oriental, okay, Asian food. I do barbecue egg rolls, boudin egg rolls. You ever had a taco egg roll? Well, I said, you know what? How about we do a St. Patty's egg roll? Now, I'm not Irish, okay, so I'm throwing stuff in this pot, and we're going to see if it's good. It makes sense here. But we're going to do corned beef and cabbage egg roll. I mean, how can it go wrong? And then we can freeze it. It's great for a party if you're having St. Patty's celebration. I mean, well, let's wait till the end of the video and me taste it. I'll tell you if it's party worthy. But let me show you what I did, okay? I went and harvested one of my cabbage heads. And I chopped this with my knife, very thin, julienne strips, turned it and diced it some more because you really want it very small. Now, I may not use this whole bowl, and that's fine, because I'll make some other tacos, not tacos. I'll make more egg rolls. I may even do some taco egg rolls. I don't know. It depends on how much cabbage I have left, but I'm not going to let it go to waste. And then I have 3 carrots that I shredded in my little hand shredder, and I have 1 large sweet onion. And let's see. Here you go. I have a can of corned beef. Yes, this is going to be our meat. I started to use, let me move y'all. I started to use corned beef slices that I got out of the deli. But I was like, no, that's for our Reuben that we're having this weekend. We love Reubens. but I always keep canned corned beef in the pantry because we like corned beef and potatoes for breakfast sometimes with our eggs. So without further ado, I'm going to drop the camera. Let me get this stove heating up because we got to get all this cooked and then it's got to cool. I am going to add a little bit of oil to get that corned beef heated up. Now it's cooked, but we're going to heat it and I am going to mash it. So let me get it in here. And what I'm going to do is save this bowl because we're not going to leave the corned beef in the pot. Once we get a good char on it, get it mashed up. Oh yeah, it's going to mash just like I thought it would. Then we're going to get it out of the skillet. I mean, out of the pot because we've got to saute all of our vegetables. I'm going to put some more oil in here to get that gratin up when I get these onions in here. And then we'll add a little bit of salt to go ahead and start pulling some moisture out of these onions to clean the bottom of the pot up. I may get a few carrots in here and that's fine. All right, let's go in with a little bit of salt just to pull some moisture out. In goes our carrots. Oh yeah. Now it's all about building some flavor. I'm going to put in just a little bit of black pepper. Some garlic powder. And we're going to be using more garlic. I'm going to use my voodoo, which is like a house seasoning, and get it all over the stove because that's how Lippy cooks. Oh yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to add a little bit more, olive oil because we're going to get this cabbage in here. Because we want them tender, but we don't want them smushy. Still want a little bit of bite. See how fine that cabbage is? A little bit more on the stove. Let's see where we're at. Oh no, we're going to need more cabbage. I may end up using the whole thing. You know what? I think I am, guys. And then if I run out of wrappers, which I think I will, that's fine. When I go back to town this weekend, I'll pick up some more and we'll just have plenty of corned beef and cabbage egg rolls. Oh yeah. A little bit more voodoo. I want to wilt this cabbage down just a little bit before we start adding some heavy flavors. And I don't mean heavy in a bad way. I mean some really deep, rich flavors. Now, I'm not Irish, so I don't know anything about true corned beef and cabbage. We love corned beef, so I'm just going to give it my best shot because we eat corned beef and cabbage. Never had it in an egg roll. Now, since I don't have much in this jar, I'm going to put about a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. I'm also going to add some stone ground mustard. Let's make our well. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Now, if you don't like caraway seeds, don't add them. But I have them and I wanted to, let me put it in my hand. I don't want that much because caraway can be a little strong. A few more sprinkles. But we like caraway. All right. Well, this is a happy pot. Oh, I can smell that mustard, y'all. Oh, yeah. We're getting those flavors. I'm telling you, we're getting those flavors. Now, this may be totally different, but I wanted a light vinegar. Y'all know I'm not a fan of a red vinegar, nothing like that. So I'm going to use just a tad of this rice vinegar. I mean, just a tad. Because I don't want it too pungent, but I want to kind of mimic a little bit of kraut. Can you see? I mean, half a teaspoon. Because I may add more mustard. Oh yeah, that gave it that smell that I was looking for, and I bet it gives it that flavor. Because I'm going to make a mustard dipping sauce for our egg rolls. Now to give it some body, I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire. Just to give it some body. Meaning it's going to intensify the richness. Now we're ready to add back our corned beef. Y'all still with me? You following me? You know what? A little bit more mustard. Now, if I had my Cajun mustard, I would have used it. But I'm out. So, and I looked in the pantry and I never run out, but this time I did. Okay, we're going to mix all this together. I'm going to get it out of this pot because I don't want it to cool down in this pot because then it'll get mushy. I'll put it over into a bowl to let it cool. So y'all's going to stay with me? Let me get this heat off. I was just talking to y'all and y'all just staring into the pot. Okay, everything's well and combined. You know, I do think I'm going to taste it before I take it off the heat. Just to make sure I'm not missing anything, because if we need to season it, we need to season it while it's hot so it can take the flavor. It smells like corned beef and cabbage. But you see, we're going to bring that sweetness in from the carrots. That's going to be hot. Y'all. It needs nothing. Holy cow. I love that mouse on that wheel up here. That's spot on. And I've never even thought about making corned beef and cabbage. This, I cannot wait to get it in that wrapper, y'all. It's got that little bit of heat, that bite. That's from, you know, the seasoning I use. It's also from the stone ground mustard. Half a teaspoon at most for your vinegar choice. Don't go over that. I'm getting that residual, kind of that kraut taste, but not strong. The Worcestershire balanced it. It really balanced it. This is a winner. I mean, I'm 95% sure it's a winner. But when we put it in that egg roll and fry it up, it might hit 110. I'm just saying, I could just eat this. You know, like a dissected egg roll bowl. Holy cow. Our filling's cooled. Now, I've got my pot over here. I'll take you over there and show you how much oil. But we got to make a dipping sauce. I'm going to throw this together, and then we're going to start wrapping our egg rolls. Guys, this is a lot. I'm probably going to have some left over. As delicious as that is, I cannot wait to make more and get them in the freezer. But let's make our dipping sauce because time's not on my side today. Okay, in this bowl is a heaping tablespoon. I'm not making a bunch, so you'll have to, you know, triple it, quad it, whatever, because it's just Buddy and I, so we're not going to eat much tonight. But this is about a heaping tablespoon of sour cream. Going in with our mustard. I'm going to try and do equal parts. There's a heaping tablespoon of stone ground mustard. I will be using minced horseradish. Now, it's got a bite to it, so, whoa, I didn't shake it up good. So I'm just going to leave it like that because I don't want too much because it can be pungent and spicy. So what, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, if that, let me see, maybe a little bit more. It come out running. Yeah, a couple of more drops. That's it. I may end up adding more mustard. Now, this is just dried, dehydrated dill. Oh, yeah, that smells fresh. Yeah. And I will be doing a little bit of salt. Just a pinch. A bit more mustard. So really, it's an eyeball and a taste. Get this well and combined. I mean, just a little bit. Needs a little bit more horseradish. That was perfect. That was perfect. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more black pepper. Oh, yeah. We're good to go. We got a platter full. I did the entire wrapper, but let me show you something. I had just enough filling to do the last one, and I've just got a little bit of water. Not much. You don't want to soak it. But I wanted to save the last one for you guys. Y'all know I'm not the best egg roll wrapper, but hey, as long as it sticks together, that's all that matters. Now, I know y'all are seeing it backwards, but I always roll mine away from me. And I make sure that tip is there. I'm going to set these in the freezer 4 or 5 minutes, just long enough to get the oil. Look at this tray. I let them sit maybe 4 minutes. I do have 2 of them that cracked on me, but that's okay. I'm not going to fry them. But what I'm doing is I'm heating my oil. You need a good neutral oil, peanut oil, and I'm heating my oil till about 350. You need about 3-4 inches of oil because you need them to be completely covered. But I'm also preheating my oven to 400 degrees. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm going to actually lay them on this cookie sheet, lined with parchment or foil, and I'm going to brush them with oil, or you can spray them with olive oil, melted butter, it's your choice. And then I'm going to cook them about 15 minutes, and I'm going to turn them every 5 minutes. The majority of them is going to bake off in the oven. Then I can freeze them and pull them out and reheat when we want to eat egg roll. So I'm going to only fry probably 4 tonight. That's for our supper. I'm going to go ahead and cook the rest of them in the oven. And it's just healthier. They're crispy. They're good. They're not all crispy, but they're really good. But you're going to have to put a coating on them of something. Olive oil. You can use a neutral oil. You can spray melted butter. You know, it's going to be your choice. Now, if you have an air fryer, I would suggest frying them in the air fryer, making sure that you coat the skin with some sprayed olive oil is what I would do. But I'm going to get my heat on high because I need to get this, I say high, I'm on number 8. I need to get this up to 350, get some cooked, get the pan ready for the oven. So really at this point, it's up to you how you want to cook them. And then, like I said, I will be freezing mine once they cool down. But to speed things up, I need to fry some because, y'all, that bite I had was out of this world. It was delicious. I hope you try this. But the verdict's still out. We're only at 95%. Once I taste them in an egg roll, we're going to hit that 110. I'm just telling you, 110, it's coming. We're at 350. I'm going in with the folded side down so it seals it. Don't overcrowd your pan or your pot. I keep calling it a pan today. And it's just going to take a minute, guys. Y'all look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, now we got to... I just put the other egg rolls in. I only cooked 4, okay? Only cooked 4 for Bud and I. So they're in the oven, 400 degrees, 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna be turning them. So here we go. We gotta have a little bit of salt. Y'all, sounds like a war up in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of sauce on. Now we're gonna try corned beef cabbage egg rolls. No lie, I think this is the best egg roll I ever made. I mean, I do breakfast ones, all kinds, because we like that crispy. We're going to try it without the sauce. Just in case I have sauce on that. Isn't that gorgeous? You don't need the sauce, but that sauce, y'all, it brightens it up. I would suggest the sauce. Not that it makes it better, but it brightens it. And I think it's the dill, the horseradish, that mustard. Remember, we're bringing in that mustard. I don't need to tell y'all how many I'm eating tonight. It's the best thing since sliced bread. It is St. Patty party worthy. Say that 3 times. St. Patty party worthy. Y'all, this is out of this world. Out of this world. Wow. So, here's y'all something if you want to try it. It's a finger food, but this is supper for Bud and I. I mean, this hits all the right notes right here in his stomach. So, I'm going to enjoy mine. He's headed in, and he may either eat those or I might eat them. But you saw there's a platter full in there, so I got to get to eating while they're warm. I do like that dipping sauce. So, as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. Make you some St. Patty egg rolls. You'll thank me later.